Hey folks, I want to listen to more music, and I saw that Apple Music is putting out their 100 greatest albums of all time, and so I was like, I'll listen to those and give some quick impressions. And so number 100 is from an artist named Robyn, Robyn, and apparently she's kind of a big deal. I have never listened to any Robyn music on purpose before, and this album is from 2010. It's called Body Talk. This is a Swedish artist, and there were some good songs on here. It was pretty fun. It was a pretty fun listen. I listened to it while I was on my cycle bike thing. Yeah, it talks about love and loss and identity and all kinds of interesting things, and some really good music throughout. So Robyn, Body Talk. That's it. I don't know if that's helpful. Anyway, that's all. I know no one asked for my review of the Apple Music Top 100 albums of all time, but number 99 is Hotel California by the Eagles. And so I listened to that whole album for the first time, and there are certain bands that take you to places. They transport you to different locations. For a long time, Sting took me right back to the orthodontist's office because I was just always playing there. The Eagles are one of those bands that takes me right back to when I was stocking shelves at Long's Drugs, and different Eagles songs just were always on the Muzak overhead. The album, Hotel California, has some really classic Eagles songs. I can see why people love it so much, but one of the downfalls is it has the song Hotel California. And but Life in the Fast Lane's great. You know that feeling when your allergies are flaring up, and so you take a Benadryl before you go to bed, but you wake up at like 2 a.m. and you forget why you exist? That's kind of how I felt as I was listening to Travis Scott's Astroworld album, number 98 on Apple Music's top 100 albums of all time. I am not the target audience, and I understand that. And I've had to find the clean version because I was like, this is a lot for me as a middle-aged dad type. But yeah, the production is interesting. There's a lot of good beats and some clever lyrics. But I knew over and over again, I'm like, what is happening right now? I don't understand music anymore. Why are we here? So, I mean, it's kind of the vibe. Hey everybody, number 97 on Apple's 100 greatest albums of all time list is the self-titled debut album from Rage Against the Machine. And this album is just full of great beats, great bass, great guitar, and aggressive lyrics. This is an album that came out when I was in junior high, and so it has tons of nostalgia for me, and recognizing that I was too dumb at the time to really know what was going on and what they were talking about. I just really liked the music, and that's still true. It is essentially like a funk punk metal rock band, and it is just something else. And it was like nothing I'd never ever heard before when it came out. And so there's still a lot of freshness to it. And so if you need music to aggressively fold your laundry to, this is a great choice. I don't know what I was expecting when I first listened to Pure Heroin by Lorde. The only song I had heard up to that point from that album was Royals, which is a fantastic song. It's beautiful. That album, I just finished it. It's super vibey, but in like a hauntingly sparse way. It's not overly produced. It's not what I thought it was going to be, like girl pop, like way over the top stuff. And it was not. It was really good. I really, really liked it. The guitar tone on the last song, World Alone, that guitar tone was fantastic. And so much of the album just was like, wow, this is really thoughtful and really quite moving. So Lorde, Pure Heroin, number 96 on the top 100 albums of all time. Check it out. Between 397 and 400 AD, St. Augustine wrote his Confessions, which is a powerful spiritual autobiography of his young reckless, sinful life and his journey of conversion to become one of the most influential philosophers, theologians, and leaders in the early church. It's a powerful work. In 2004, Usher released his Confessions, which really only focuses on that first part of the journey. And this is an album that like has some songs that I thought have been around forever. Like it's always just been a part of the world around me. And to find out it's 2004 was surprising. But yeah, it is. It's not safe for kids unless you're planning on making kids. Today I listened to number 94 on Apple's top 100 greatest albums of all time thing. And it is the album Untrue by Burial. And this is a English UK drum and bass inspired like instrumental type thing. And I was thinking about how best to describe it. And it's kind of like the soundtrack for when you're trying to sleep on a red-eye flight. There's rhythms, there's sounds, there's weird conversations you pick up. But, you know, it might not sound like anybody's cup of tea. But it actually kind of was interesting how it, like, enveloped me as I listened to it. So, yeah, that's that. Number 94 on Apple's 100 Greatest Albums of All Time is the album A Seat at the Table by Solange. This is the first time I've ever listened to any of her music or any of her albums, and it started off super strong, and I loved the vocals were great, the production was great, it was just really good. I really enjoyed the way the album started, but I did feel like it started to kind of drift, and I kind of got lost in what was going on. But all in all, yeah, it's a good album, and Solange can sing. Number 92 on Apple's top 100 greatest albums of all time is Flower Boy by Tyler, the Creator. And it's good. It's got some jazzy hip hop beats, and it's like, I love the production. I love a lot of the album. But again, I'm an old and I'm having a real hard time. I'm just keeping up with like the mumbly hip hop of it all. And, but I really enjoyed the music. If I could get the Tyler, the Creator Flower Boy album as an instrumental, like that would be probably the perfect work music. It's so good. But yeah, Tyler, the Creator, Flower Boy. I found a clean edit on a YouTube playlist if that's something you're looking for. Number 91 on Apple's 100 Greatest Albums is Listen Without Prejudice Volume 1 by George Michael from 1990. This album is a great cap to 80s pop. It just over and over, it's like this is everywhere 80s pop was going, ended up in that album. And Freedom 90 is great, or it's like Freedom 90, great song, makes the whole album really worth it. But yeah, it's great album, some really memorable songs. Yeah, all in all, I liked it. I'd check it out.